Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of August 3rd. We start out this week with that incredible full moon in Aquarius. Now, this is for Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising, so check all three. And if you're interested in your weekly love forecast, that link is down below. All right, Capricorn, let's just jump right into this. Let's see. August 3rd. Whoa. All right, and we're going to be pulling the theme for the week. Okay, it's definitely about your relationships this week, Capricorn. We have the Four of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Balance card, the Page of Cups, the Hierophant, the Wheel, the Queen of Coins. The theme is the Two of Cups. It's pretty straightforward. There's going to be some feelings this week of feeling a little trapped or stuck in your relationships. When you have it with the Four of Wands, it can be your marriage, just your home environment. I mean, look what we've been kind of going through. So it's not so much that there's trouble in paradise. It's more of a mental space here. There needs to be some shakeup or some change in the home of some form, in the relationships that you share. This can be with roommates, siblings, lovers, girlfriends, whatever it is. Mentally, you're feeling stuck, a little trapped. Maybe you just feel like I need to get out. I need to my own space. I'm feeling overwhelmed. The thing is, it's not that you really are. It's really an illusion. It's a mental thing. And you know what? With all the stress, with everything that we're going through collectively, it's understandable. And if you've been indoors a little bit, I know, Capricorn, you're known for kind of liking that, in that home space. But sometimes we all have stress, especially if you're working at home, if you're having to deal with things at home, and the kids are running around, or your roommate's loud, or like your brother or sister is screaming. There's just a need to kind of get out of the house this week. And it's not so much that it's the house. I mean, it can be, but I think it's more harmony disrupt. So harmony disrupt here. We have the Balance card. What we really need is to have agreements, have some conversations with our partners or the people that we live with. Try to find a middle ground, like, hey guys, we're all working from home, but you have to understand I have all these meetings in the morning and you don't start till 12. So I'd really like it if you can keep it quiet. If you want to talk on the phone, that's perfectly fine, but can you take it outside? You guys have to find middle grounds in the household. You guys have to find compromise, a way to find agreement so everybody's happy, so everybody has solutions. And do your best, Capricorn, not to hold grudges. I know it's easy to be like, you pissed me off for 6 weeks. I shouldn't have to tell you this. This should be obvious. I shouldn't have to explain. I get it. But communication is really important. Just make sure that there's no assumptions and that more aggravation doesn't grow. We have the Page of Cups of the Hierophant because this would tell me, honestly, at the end of the day, that whoever you live with, whether it's a friend or a lover, this is not a bad person. The Page of Cups is a genuine friend, someone who really gets you, really understands you. And you have it with the Hierophant. This is a lot of people with marriages that can understand getting kind of crazy with your partner. This is a really good household. This is, finding order. These are traditional foundations in some way, and making sure everyone's kind of on the same page emotionally. Maybe they're, kind of trying to understand, yeah, you're frustrated, but maybe they are too, or maybe they're going through something, and kind of having these conversations to heal any emotions that are going on. Emotions aren't just sadness, they're frustration, they're anger, but also to make sure that we are not breaking down the foundation of the household. We're trying to solidify this little crack. We figure out where it's coming from and we seal it up. It's to kind of make it stronger. And honestly, and if it's not working, you guys can find an agreement. This is also mentors. Find a third party you can bring in and be like, are we crazy? Like, can you weigh in on this? But it's really so that we can have this balance in the house. Now we have the Wheel and the Queen of Coins. The way everything is going to be working in terms of the household relationships, it's going to have to move in kind of a new direction. And this is not a bad idea. So some of you, it's really important. The relationship is what's important, whether it's professional, your best friend or your lover, to maintain that relationship, because the Wheel is about moving in a whole new direction. It's a very fortuitous card, but you got to move things forward. If the energy is stagnant and you're feeling stuck, You have this conversation, all of a sudden, boom, sudden, like, whoa, everything's better, or we're in a new agreement. So now how we communicate is going to be different. How we interact is going to be different. How we have our schedules is going to be different. There needs to be a reset in the home. The Queen of Coins too is about houses, about finances. It's also about investing, making time for those around you, making time for the home, because she's the one who represents the house here, the physical, the material world. She's the one who invests in the home. And it's saying, look, be thoughtful, be warm, spend more time with the relationships in the house to feed that. We need to feed that. There could be some resentment. Your partner's like, you don't spend time with me, you ignore me, you just bark at me all the time. But it's learning to deal with any of these challenges in a manner that is kind, in a manner that is thoughtful, and really at the end of the day, kind of understanding from an objective viewpoint. Now, the theme was the Two of Cups. This is about positive conflict resolution, about two people being able to kind of come together, find a middle ground, heal things up, and now bond deeper. It's pretty straightforward, Capricorn. So I know you're going to be a little irritated, but this is something that can absolutely work out with. But don't be resentful or do passive aggressive. Just have clear and honest communication. Find a middle ground here. Be understanding. Try to see from both angles, not personalize it. And this is going to be wiped away by the end of the week. It's going to be great. If you like a more in-depth tarot session, a soul reading, or your love forecast, all of that is down below. Otherwise, guys, I will see you next week for next week's readings.